Welcome to Nasir Soft. In this video, we will discuss an important topic in statistic for data scientist interviews preparation, that is the descriptive statistics. And in this video, we will cover the mean, median, mode, percentile and interquartile range IQR. Okay, so we will, after watching this video, you will able to learn the difference between all these key concepts, and we will also implement these in Python. So stay connected with me. Let's start. First of all, mean. Mean is very easy. That is the average of datasets. It means that sum of all values in the dataset divided by the total values. For example, inside this dataset, sum of all these values and divided by the total number of items, that are 5, the mean basically will comes in the average, that is equal to 4. So what is median? The median is nothing but the middle value in a sorted data set. Or we can say that if we have a even data set, then the average of two middle values is the even size data set. Okay, so this is very simple. Let's understand it by example. So we have a data set 23357. This is the odd number, as this is all the 5 elements. The median will be the 3. The 3 is in the middle. Here you can see that on the left side there are two values, on the right side there are two values. So the 3 is basically is the middle. So the median of this data set will be 3. Okay, so for example, this is another data set. Okay, so inside this is also an odd. Inside here there's a 3, on the right side this is 3, the middle is 6, so the median is 6. What about the basically the even data set? As this is the even data set, okay, and we have here we have basically two different medians. So inside the 5 we have 3, and inside the 4 we have 3. So the two middle values are 4 and 5. So let's take an average of these two. 4 plus 5 divided by 2, that is equal to 4.5. So it's in even data set. This data set, the median is 4.5. So what is mode? The most frequent occurring values in the dataset is called the mode. For example, inside this 3 occurs 2 times, that is the most one. Okay, every other element only occurs 1 time, so the mode of this dataset will be 3. So the basically the mode is most frequent values. What is percentile? In order to understand the percentile, the percentile is basically to compare a value with respect to another value. Okay, so what it means that, for example, when we talk about the percentile, we means that how many percentage of data points in the data set falls below that specific percentage or percentile. What it mean? For example, we have this data set, we have 10 number of records, and this data set is basically already sorted in ascending order. And inside, if we talk about the 50% of percentile, what it means that the middle value, okay, the 50% means at the center how many data basically are less than the central value or median. Okay, for example, inside this we have even data, so we have two median. We will take average on these. 253 plus 55 divided by 2, so the value comes at 54, as this is called the median. So the 50% percentile means nothing but all the values below than the median. So inside this one, all the values that are less than 54 will comes under the umbrella of 50 percentile. What it means? If we talk about 25 percentile, we can also say it Q1, that is quarter one, in the value below which 25% of the data lies. If we talk about the 50 percentile, that is the median, is the value below which 50% of the data lies. If we talk about the 75 percentile, that is also called the Q3, is the value below which 75% of the data lies. So how we calculate the percentile? Okay, there are various methods to calculate the percentile, but in this slide I will show you step by step a very easy and basically comprehensive method how you can calculate the percentile. If you understand this, so we will first calculate the 25% percentile, or I can say that Q1, and then we will calculate the 75% percentile, that is Q3. So you will understand. For example, this is the data. The first step in order to calculate the percentile is to sort the data in ascending order, as I already sort the data in ascending order, and then we will determine the rank. Okay, the formula is very simple, that is equal to what percentage or percentile basically we are focusing. In this scenario we have 25%, multiply by total number of record plus 1. Okay, what it means, it means that 25 percentile is Q1, and inside as the 25 percentile we will write it in decimal 0.25, multiply by total number of record is 10 plus 1, that is equal to 2.75. Okay, so 2 plus 0.75, we can also say this, it means that the data will be between the 2 and 3, as you get 2.75, so between the two. Okay, as 2 is 2 and 3 are, 2 is basically second value is 47 and third value is 52. So basically the all the values of this percentile will be between the, basically the Q1 we will between the 47, that is the second value, and the third value, that is 52. So how we calculate the exact number? In order to calculate the exact number, the formula is very simple. In order to calculate the Q1, first of all, as we know that the friction is 0.75, as from this R, this is 2.75, 0.75 is friction. So the lower value, okay, that is 47, plus the friction value, that is 0.75, multiplied by the difference of these 52 minus 47, that is equal to 50.75. So we have the Q1 that is equal to 50.75. So how easy you can calculate the percentile? Okay, so let's now calculate, we repeat all these steps, you will be clear after that how we can calculate the 75% percentile. Step is to sort the data. So we already sorted it in ascending order. Okay, then we will calculate the rank. The rank is basically, now we will calculate the 75 percentile. So 0.75 multiplied by total number of record plus 1, that is 11, that is equal to, the answer will become 8.25. It means that this Q3 value will be after of between the 8 and 9. 8.25 means between the 8 values and the 9 values. So 8 values is 58, 9 values is 62. So that the value will be between 58, 62 and 58. Okay, so next step is to calculate the exact value, that is Q3, that is the lower value, that is 58 plus, okay, the friction value, the friction is basically 8.8 plus 0.25, so the friction value is 0.25. So 58 plus 0.25 multiplied by the difference 62 minus 58. Okay, when we calculate it, the Q3 value will comes at 59. So what is interquartile range IQR? This is nothing but the difference between the Q3 minus Q1. Okay, so the difference between Q3 and Q1, that is equal to the interquartile range. Okay, so we can basically, this is the interquartile range. Okay, so we have first quarter here, second quarter here, third quarter here. So difference between Q3 and Q1, the Q3 is basically 75 percentile and Q1 is basically 25 percentile. So the difference is called the interquartile range. Okay, so some of the most common application of percentile and IQR are the detecting outliers. Outliers are typically values that fall outside. Okay, so in order to calculate the outliers, okay, so we will just minus the Q1 minus 1.5 multiplied by IQR value. Okay, for one minimum limit, and for maximum limit, that is Q3 plus 1.5 multiplied by IQ. So all the values are between these two threshold will basically the right values, and that values that are outside of these threshold will consider as outliers. So this is the practical example of the percentile or interquartile uh, range. So let's move to the coding side. In Python, through the pandas, so I already read the CSV file. Okay, so this is my some data. Inside this, the name of the students or employees, and inside the salary column we have salary in dollars. Okay, so the Nasir salary is 1000, Jawad salary is 4000, Abdul Majid is 2500 and something like. Okay, so if we basically describe it to the describe method, here you can see this. If I describe it, okay, so it shows me the median value, the standard deviation value, all the 25 percentile, 50 percentile and 75 percentile and maximum, okay, all these values. And through the salary column, okay, dot quantile method, if I basically the 30% 30 percentile show me the value that is 2400. Okay, so through this quantile method we can basically quantify the quantile values. Okay, so in order to print the interquartile range, first of all, through the salary dot quantile, okay, 25 percentile will be saved in Q1, and similarly for the Q3, okay, through this quantile method we here write the 75 percentile 0.75, okay, and the Q1 and Q3, and in order to calculate the difference, Q3 minus Q1 will be saved in IQR, and when we print the interquartile range IQR, okay, then it shows me, okay, if for example if we execute this all, here you can see that it shows me the interquartile range is equal to 3000. And the one thing is more which I not describe in slides, that are the quartile deviation. This is nothing but divide the IQR with the 2. Okay, so this comes with the quantile deviation. So I hope this will after watching this video you have understood about the concept of all these four key points, and through practical you can also use this type, okay, in Python. If you have any question, you can ask your question in video description. The question link is mentioned, or you can ask your question in video comment section. Don't forget to subscribe my channel for more informative videos. Stay blessed. Have a nice day.